Well, hello everybody and welcome to Hanging with the Elderlies. I am Felicia R. Phillips, your host and creator of Hanging with the Elderlies, and this is part 2 of a video on medication management, managing medication. So in the last video, I was just giving you tips on how to stay organized and how to prepare medication for your loved one if you're a caregiver. And if you recall, as I was doing it, I realized that I was out of 2 medications for my mother. So I said I would come back and finish it all up, and here I am. But since I had to come back, I thought I would take the opportunity to share some other important things with you as I refill the medication and prepare for the week. Now, last time I had all the medicine in this little shopping bag. I have since upgraded, so I have all the medication in this nice little bag that I can pull out. So I'm going to do that now, just to make it easier. So I keep all the medications together, and keeping them just in one bag is helpful. Now I can tell my daughter, my husband, or whomever that is helping me, just grab the medication that's in the black essence bag, and everyone will know that that's where the medication stays. So I think that's it as far as the medications. I'm going to set that to the side. And then I shared with you in the last video that this is a little like travel case that we purchased. It's supposed to be for toiletries and that sort of thing when you travel, so you can just hang it up in your closet. But we use it to hold my mother's medication. So in it, we have this pill box that is labeled Sunday through Monday. And then, excuse me, some of her insulins, not her insulin, but some of her diabetes supplies. And then we use the pockets for a number of different things. So you can do as you please. We keep alcohol wipes in here, and then the lancets for her lancing device. So I'm going to pull that out and set it aside. Now I have another case because I figured that while I was doing this, I would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And this one is actually partially filled, so I won't fill it the same way, but I figured I could just get 2 done at the same time. That's also a good idea if you want to do 2 at a time. Then you can use one for the 1 week, and then you can just swap it out, and that helps if you get busy and you forget to do medication on any particular week. So you see I opened everything up so I can just pop the pills in. And then what I wanted to share this week that I didn't talk about last week, or I probably started to talk about it a little bit, was that, you know, sometimes when I ask for help with the medication, my husband will say, well, I don't know what goes where. I don't know, you know, what to give them. And the cool thing about that is that your pharmacy, at least with CVS, we use CVS, pharmacy will have a tab on the medication. And the tab has really helpful information that is great for caregivers to make sure that you're giving the right dosage, the right amount, the right time, the right person, etc. And it also has information about refills, how many refills you have left, so that you don't run out of medication as I did last week. So I'm just going to share a couple of things that are important for you to look for on the medication labels if you didn't know they were here. Obviously, it's the name of the patient, the medication, and the milligrams, how many milligrams of the tablet, right? At times you may increase milligrams or decrease milligrams depending on the advice of your doctor. It also has morning, noon, and night. I think I came up and tried to show you this before. The morning, midday, evening, and bedtime. So that helps you to know really quickly what time of day you should be giving the medication. There's some medications that are better in the morning, some in the evening, some in the midday, etc. So it helps you keep track of that. Now, if you do have medication that has to be given in the morning, the midday, etc., then you probably want to look for a different type of pill box. This pill box is designed for someone that just takes something twice a day. So I do my mother's medication in the morning and in the evening. If you have a midday pill, there are pill containers out there that have morning, midday. Some of them have 4 slots. So just look for what works for you. For our purposes, I only need the morning and the evening, or I only need the 2 slots. Another thing to point out with the medication is that it will list the name of the pharmacy and the phone number. So if you ever have any questions, excuse me. Of course, I started recording before I took my allergy medicine today, so I may be a little sneezy. But if you have any questions about the medication, your pharmacist is there to answer questions. Your pharmacist is there to deal with any concerns that you might have about the medication. So you have that number right on the label that you can call. It also tells you how many pills should be included. So you'll know. Now, I've never had to go in and count pills and all of that, but you may need to count pills, to account for the pills to make sure they're being taken or what have you. So you'll know that for me, there were 90 pills originally in this bottle. Other important information. It tells you who prescribed the medication. It tells you the date that the prescription was filled. It tells you when you need to discard the medication. And it also tells you how many refills you have left. So for instance, with this medication, I only have one more refill, and I have to do that by 11/28. Now, what happens if you run out of refills? Well, it just means that it may take a little longer. You have to call the doctor and say, hey, I'm out of this medication and I need a refill. Whereas if there were refills available, you would just go directly to your pharmacist. So it's just a slight inconvenience, but it's helpful to know that you hear these, there were 90 in here and there are not 90 now. So I'm coming up to a point where I'm going to need a refill. And then the final thing I wanted to point out about this little tab is that it describes the pill. Now, this is really important, particularly when you are managing a lot of medications. You can, open it up and pull out a pill and take a look at it. And then you can read the description. This description says it's a light yellow round-shaped tablet that is imprinted with HH210 on the front. So I can look at this pill, and it looks like it's light yellow. I know you guys can't see it, but trust me. And let's see. The writing is pretty small, or I'm old, or both. But it is printed with HH210. So this is the right pill. So if you're ever concerned or trying to figure out what pill is what, you can always go to this label and look at the description to make sure that you're given the right pill. So with that being said, I'm just going to see how quickly I can fill these pills up and get out of your way, because I have to hop on a prayer call in about 8 minutes. So here's what I do. Open them up. I look at it. This one says 1 tablet in the morning. So I'm going to pop them in the hand. And I'm going to go 1, 1, 1. Oh, I guess you guys can't see me, huh? Let me back up. Oh gosh, this is my favorite little spot, but it's hard to video. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then I'm gonna hop over here. I won't do these as fast because some of these are already full. Oh, I see what happened. And I'm gonna do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Pop this back in. And then I'm gonna drop this back in the bag so I know I'm done with it. And move on to the next one. This one is to be taken in the morning. Let's just do a safety check to see if I have the right pill. It says it's an oval-shaped tablet that's imprinted with 40 milligrams. And this is an oval-shaped tablet. It's pink and it's imprinted with 40 milligrams. So I have the right medication, and this is to be given 1 time in the morning. So get some in my hand, pop it in, morning, 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 morning. Hop over to the second bottle container and fill in the gap. Pop those back in there. Stick them in my bag. And next is 1 tablet in the evening. Whoop. See, like, look, I'm almost out. Well, I'm going to be out doing 2 weeks. This is the evening, so again, I had the morning and the evening. This is an evening pill, so I'm going to pop it in the evening. And what I'm noticing here is that it doesn't look like I have a full dosage for next week. So I'm good getting through this week. There's 7 in here, but there are only 3 left over. So I'm going to pop them in here. Well, interestingly enough, I only need 3 for next week because some of these are already full. So I'm good, but what does that tell me? This is out, which means that I need to call in a refill. So I'm not going to put this in the bag yet. I'm going to leave this out so that I know that I need to take further action. And then I'm going to move on to the next pill. This one is taken once in the evening. So we're going to do evening, 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 evening. Then I'm going to hop over here again. I'm going to move a little slower on this side because some of these are full. So it looks like we only needed 3 there. Pop the rest back in the bottle. Uh-oh. Casualty, I lost one. Pop the rest back in the bottle. Put that in the bag so I know that I'm done with it. This one is actually 2 times a day. So you see here, morning and evening. So I'm going to pull out a supply and then just do the same thing. I'm going to do evening first. Evening, 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 and then my morning. And that's that. And then I'm going to go to this one that was partially full. And I have to be careful to make sure some of these have them already. So I'm only going to do 3 for the evening because the other ones have them. And then for the morning, it looks like I need 5. So I'm going to put in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that one is all done. So I'll just pop it in the bag and go to the next pill, which is a morning tablet. Let's check the refills. On this one, this one has 0 refills. So that means that when I'm out of these, which is probably going to be in about 3 weeks, I am going to have to ask the doctor to refill the prescription. And you can do the refills. You can put in the refills earlier. You don't have to wait until you run out, like I sometimes do. Again, this is morning. I'm going to pop these in. The morning slot. And I'm going to grab the other one, check to see what's missing. Looks like I need 5 of them. I'm going to pop in 5. 5. And I'm going to put the rest back in a container, stick it in my bag, and I'm down to 2 more. This is another morning pill. The very distinct color, it's different from all the rest. So I'm going to pop it in. First container, go to the second container. Looks like I need 5 again for the morning. Pop the rest back in here. And I have 1 more. Uh-oh. Oh, this one I already did. This one I already did. So it's also good to know the medication because had there been something in here, I might have just tried to plop it in there. But it looks like I'm all done. So my completed, what I like to do is look at how many pills I have. I have 5 pills in the morning and 3 in the evening. 5 in the morning, 3 in the evening. That's just a quick check. I mean, that's not obviously a thorough check. If you really want to check, you go through the labels and you make sure that you've done everything. But once you've been doing it for a while, you kind of know what everything should look like. Another thing that you can do, that I would sometimes do, and let me just help you to see. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? There are 3 pills in the evening, and then the pills in the morning. I will, you know, sometimes the medications change, the dosages change, or the medication changes. And so when we have changes, I will sometimes do a complete pill container, and then I'll take a picture of what it should look like so that if my husband or my daughters are assisting me, I can text them the picture, ask them to refill the container, but also they have a visual of what the container should look like when it's complete. So this one is all done. And guess what? I have 2 of them that are done. So I can close them both up. And then I stick the one in here. And this is what my mother will use for the week. And again, it also holds her diabetes supplies. And I just close that up. And this also, it's important that you keep everything in the same place. So this stays in one place. It stays in a cabinet downstairs so that my mother can access it and get what she needs. And then this one I keep with me. I don't want my mother to be confused to, you know, alternate between the two containers and pull from this one day and the other one another day. And so I just have this sort of, uh-oh, did I lose some? Oh, it's not closed, so I lost some. Okay. So I have to go add 2 more pills to this. But I don't want her to pull through 2 different containers. So I try to make sure that she only has one to choose from. So now I have to go back through here and search through. She's missing a yellow pill and she's missing one of the oval pills. The oval pill, I know the name of it, so I can grab that really quickly and replace it. There's that. But the yellow pill, is it this one? No, it's not that one. See, stuff happens. It may be this one. I don't need all of that plastic. Actually, I can get rid of that. No, it's not that one either. Where did I put it? Lord, it's all falling apart now. Some things are so simple. Okay, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Oh, is it the one that I just said needs to be refilled? That I lost? I think that's what happened. Ah, nope, I think I found it. No. I'm looking for a yellow pill. I think it's the one that needs the refill. But where did I put it? Okay, I can't find it. I'm not going to keep you on while I do that. So, caregiving never ends, challenges never end. I need to refill a prescription and I need to replace that one pill that's missing. Now that's really important though, because I could put this up and forget that this is missing and then my mother will not get what she needs. I'm going to keep this open and I'm just going to sit it here so that when I'm finished with this broadcast, I can go back and figure everything out. So that's it as far as medication management. I hope that what I shared will help you. If you have any other suggestions or solutions, please comment. Remember to subscribe to Hanging with the Elderlies. I provide information, we have testimonials, we have a lot of fun. You can follow us on Facebook at Hanging with the Elderlies and also follow us on Instagram at Hanging with the Elderlies. Remember to subscribe and share this with anybody that you know who's a caregiver. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.